The greatest thing about being rich is that you can afford expensive things. So why not today talk about the 10 most expensive items Ronaldo owns? Most people own a watch. They're not only fashionable, but they're also essential for keeping track of time. Yet, most people's timepieces aren't worth $1.8 million like Cristiano Ronaldo's. Ronaldo has an extensive collection of watches, which he frequently flaunts at off-field events where he's allowed to dress up like he did when he moved to Juventus and had a watch designed by Jacob & Co. The watch was custom-made for Ronaldo and included 424 white diamonds, with the timepiece apparently costing $1.8 million, an enormous figure for a watch. I wonder whether it shows the same time as my $5 watch, or does it show premium time? I know there's no premium time, I was just kidding around. Watches are one thing, at least they have a practical use. But what about something that doesn't have any practical use? Something like a wax statue. Cristiano Ronaldo owns a wax statue of himself that's worth $25,000, which is not just an expensive object, but also a peculiar one. It may not be the most costly item on the list, but it must be included solely because of its rarity. Ronaldo originally saw the model in a Madrid museum and then commissioned a replica from the designer. The hair on the statue is natural and came from India, and it was styled to perfection. It's unclear why he wants it or where he keeps it, but it's a strange item to own for yourself. Well, I guess he's just too obsessed with himself. Does it feel good to see yourself as a wax statue? Well, I find it scary, so I guess I would never be able to figure it out. Well, this was bizarre, a wax statue. Now we'll go on to a somewhat less bizarre thing, or should we say items, because Cristiano Ronaldo has an excellent designer wardrobe that would make the Queer Eye team happy. Ronaldo is a good-looking man, which is why he's frequently chosen for modeling shoots and why brands continue to want to collaborate with them, and a major part of it's down to the way he maintains his looks. He's known for continuously touching up his hair and making sure he looks his best, and buying the most up-to-date fashion is a big part of that, no matter how expensive it is. When you're the most significant influencer on a social media application that the whole world uses, you should invest some good money into some great clothes. By the way, here I was talking about Instagram. The next thing that there is cleaners. Yes, the thing that you use to clean your place. That same thing. While Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't own this, he does pay for it on a monthly basis. He hires a cleaner to keep his luxury residences looking fresh on a regular basis, ensuring that they're constantly in good condition. Another responsibility of his cleaners is to maintain his trophies looking new and clean, with the trophies being cleaned and shined on a regular basis to ensure that they look as nice as possible in his cabinets. It may not appear to be a significant outlay, but when you own numerous homes that must be maintained on a regular basis, things start to add up and must be kept up. Well, this is the goal, that you have to pay so much to get your mansion cleaned that it comes to a list like this. Spending money on the cleaner is one thing, and many people would say that it's stupid. But now, let's talk about something that many people are fans of: sneakers. While he may not have to pay for football boots because he has a lifelong deal with Nike that would see the firm offer Cristiano Ronaldo with the most up-to-date models, he does need to buy new sneakers. As previously stated, Ronaldo is a fashionista, and this extends to his footwear, with Ronaldo owning a sizable collection of shoes and sneakers, all of which cost a good penny. The gifted Ford has no qualms about buying the most up-to-date footwear available, especially limited edition sneakers that make him stand out even more. I wish I could afford so many sneakers. If I had so many of them, then I would never repeat them ever again. Every day, new me and a new sneaker. So now we know that Ronaldo does have some fine sneakers, but in the end, there's also one thing that is good when it's fine. Come on, guess what rhymes with a fine? Why? Cristiano Ronaldo appears to have no qualms about spending a lot of money on nice products, as seen by his purchase of 2 bottles of red wine for $27,000. Ronaldo was at Mayfair, London's famous Scots, when he ordered 2 bottles of the costliest red wines in just 15 minutes, sharing them with the table, demonstrating that money isn't an issue for him. Few people can afford to spend such a significant sum of money on a few bottles of wine in such a short period of time, but when you're a billionaire, it's less of an issue. And also, when you're above 21, that's the legal limit in most of the countries, so drink only if you're above the legal limit. And we're not promoting drinking. Drinking is injurious to health. The next thing that there is something that many of the people saw coming: expensive cars. Cristiano Ronaldo is a well-known car aficionado who has a large variety of automobiles to pick from in order to get from his home to training. Ronaldo owns a Lamborghini Aventador, a fantastic sports car, but that is just the start of his collection, as he also owns a Bentley, a Porsche, a Mercedes, and a Bugatti, making his garage one to envy. Ronaldo is definitely a fan of speed both on and off the field, as seen by his purchases, including some of the quickest and most expensive cars currently on the market. This reminds me of an incident in which an interviewer asked Ronaldo how many cars he had when he was a kid. He said, "We just had those little toy cars, not any real cars." To which the interviewer asked him, "How many you have now?" All he did was smile and say, "I don't know." Well, you deserve it, Ronaldo. Now that we're on the subject of cars, then when it comes to his automotive collection, there is one car in particular that demands special attention: the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, which is the world's most expensive car. The Bugatti, which cost him $18 million, is undoubtedly one of his most valuable possessions. It's a car that he will likely treat with great care as its valued property. This one-of-a-kind model was purchased by a secret buyer who turned out to be the soccer star who made headlines across the world for possessing such an incredible automobile. Owning a car is one thing, and owning the world's most expensive car is completely different. Now that we've talked about things that most of the people didn't see coming, then why not let's talk about some essential thing that most of us know will be here. A multi-millionaire athlete owning many residences shouldn't come as a surprise, especially one who has moved around several times over his career owing to various transfers. Cristiano Ronaldo now owns a $7.1 million property in La Finca, Madrid, but given that he now resides in Italy, it's unlikely that he will keep it in the long run. On the other hand, Ronaldo has an $18.5 million apartment in Manhattan's Trump Towers and an $18.5 million flat in Lisbon, Portugal. Ronaldo owns a number of amazing properties. This guy's loaded. Well, I'm saying it like we didn't know it already. He once sold his house just because of a bunch of sheep. Well, if you want to know the story, then there is a whole video about it. Go and check it out. So now, to the last thing, what is the most expensive thing Ronaldo owns? Cristiano Ronaldo's private jet, worth over $32 million and capable of carrying over a dozen passengers on a single flight, is at the top of the list of pricey items he possesses. His Gulfstream jet is the peak of elegance and class, demonstrating his dedication throughout his career. Given his celebrity, it's not surprising that Ronaldo would want to travel in this manner. And why not when he can't afford it? This could be one of Ronaldo's keys to success, since he can relax and not worry about the chaos of crowded airports and flights when he can just use his own and choose who flies with him. It's a flex to be rich. He's the richest footballer out there. Now, you guys tell us which one of these things you wish you had in the comments. This is all for today, but as there's always something more to learn about football, here are some videos you can see. On the left, 7 football players who retired too early, and on the right, we have 10 insane things you didn't know about Cristiano Ronaldo. I look forward to seeing you there. Bye-bye.